Welcome to the Portraits demonstration section of the course. Here you're going to learn how to paint 6 beautiful portraits through the step-by-step process I've laid out in the course. Each of the 6 portrait painting demonstrations is broken into videos that highlight the steps of the painting process. And I don't hold back. I show you my successes, mistakes, and big problems that I had to remedy through my painting process. You will begin by watching the first portrait painting demonstration. Once you have watched a portrait demonstration module, then it's time to practice what you've learned by putting your skills into action. I've set a soft deadline for each portrait practice so you don't get stuck in any one place, but this is really only a soft deadline, and know that this course should be completed in your own time. Yet, I really want to emphasize that instead of focusing on perfection, especially in your first 3 portraits, you should focus on completing each portrait as if it were a deadline at a job. If I may, I want to quickly read you an excerpt from one of my favorite books of all time, Art and Fear by David Bayless and Ted Orland. Okay, here it goes. The ceramics teacher announced on opening day that he was dividing the class into 2 groups. All of those on the left side of the studio, he said, would be graded solely on the quantity of work they produced. All of those on the right, solely on its quality. His procedure was simple. On the final day of the class, he would bring in his bathroom scales and weigh the work of the quantity group, 50 pounds of pots rated for an A, 40 pounds a B, and so on. Those being graded on quality, however, needed to produce only 1 pot, albeit a perfect one to get an A. Well, came grading time, and a curious fact emerged. The works of highest quality were all produced by the group being graded for quantity. It seems that while quantity group was busily churning out piles of work and learning from their mistakes, the quality group had sat theorizing about perfection, and in the end had little more to show for their efforts than grandiose theories and a pile of dead clay. I tell you the story because I want you to focus on producing quantity in your artwork. I really want you to make lots of pieces and don't get stuck on perfection. Instead, get it done and move on to the next piece. After all, that is how you will truly improve. Okay, so when you're ready to start painting, head over to the Essentials tab and download the reference photos for either all portrait demonstrations, or you can get the specific reference photo downloads from the first video of each portrait demonstration. Before beginning to paint though, just make sure you have finished watching all the videos in the course, especially Step 9. Watching these videos will help you better prepare for your painting practice and also give you the necessary tools should you get stuck during the painting process. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. Have fun painting.